Hey, everybody. How's everybody doing here? I'm just going to turn this light on real quick. Oh. So, sorry for the late stream here, but unfortunately, I woke up this morning, started doing made my hot chocolate, did the morning routine stuff, and as I sat down to make today's thumbnail, I ended up getting myself a wicked visual migraine in both eyes. So, I'm actually going to keep the lights turned off. I got my screens turned right down low. So no cam today there, folks. I just want to make sure I don't get a full-blown migraine later on. Yeah, when I get a visual migraine, it's about a 30% chance of me getting a full-on head boomer. So we got some weather rolling in here for tonight. We're supposed to be getting at least 6 hours of rain, heavy rains, and then it's supposed to peter off to about another 12 hours of light rain. So yeah, I think it's just the pressure changes that's coming in. So anyway, as usual, we got about a minute and 45 seconds left. Get your drinks, get your snacks, get your butts in the comfiest positions, because we're going to just kick back, relax, unwind, and just have some fun with the game today. Making some money, doing some chores. Maybe we'll take a load of the packaged crates down to the dealers and see what they got to say about it, and give us some monies there. So, looking forward to streaming with you guys here today. Once again, do apologize, but I can't sweat the things I can't control, and these really bad migraines, I tell you, nothing I can do about those bad boys. When they hit hard. And fingers crossed, because I forgot to start my controller before the game, hopefully it works. Oh, forgot to grab my phone here. 1 second. Where did I put it? Oh, it's on the coffee table. There we go. Okay, got my phone. All right, let's set that up. So just in case anybody texts or get a message or developers reach out or donos, that type of stuff, it is set up in place so that I can now see it. Oh, and with everything being dark, when it lights up, I should definitely notice it. So hope everybody's having themselves a wonderful day so far. Karsten, Jack, thank you so much for being my early birdies and tickling that like button. You guys are awesome and amazing for supporting the channel. Thank you. Looking forward to playing some of this game here today, I tell you. Nice, chill, relaxing. Don't have to worry about car parts exploding because we didn't bolt them all down, any of that. Malachi, how you doing? Zumba Gnome. How you doing, Panzer? Good to see you, my man. Good to see you. How's life treating you over in the Netherlands? I hope you're doing well. All right, so let's do it. Let's jump into game. Game. There we go. I knew I had it set up. All right, where's Adogo? Leo, how you doing, pal? Leo? There we go. Give him some love. I'm doing much better now. Got up this morning, did my morning routines, hot chocolate, that type stuff, shower. And when I sat down to make today's thumbnail for the video, I ended up getting one hell of a wicked visual migraine. And it went into both eyes. So it started off in my left eye for about 3 minutes, and then it started in my right eye. And it completely blinded me for about... Well, I was at the computer hoping that it would go away in, 15 to 20 minutes, type thing. But after about 30 minutes, I was completely blinded by it. I couldn't see anything around the psychedelic colors that the visual migraine causes. So I was like, all right, I think I'm going to go lay down. So lay down for a while and ended up passing out for 4 hours. And when I woke up, it was already 2:15 in the afternoon. I'm like, oh, I guess I'd better get my stream up and going here. So that's where I'm at. Hey, come on, back up. There we go. Oh no, it's a 30% chance whenever I get these visual migraines that I'll get a full blown on heavy migraine. But like I was saying earlier in the intro there, we have some really heavy rain coming in for this evening, where they're expecting 6 hours of super heavy rain, and then it's supposed to be another 6 hours of light rain after that. So I'm hoping that it was just the pressure changes, and I don't have anything else going on. I'd really hate to get a wicked migraine later on tonight. I hate migraines. They drive me bonkers. All right, so there we go. So this is Mon Bazou Malachi. This is one of my favorite games. This has been on the channel for, well, we're at 41 episodes, so that just tells you exactly how much we've enjoyed playing this game. Still, there's a few bugs and everything else into it that, you know, I like to harp on and things like that, but still, definitely enjoying the play style of this game. Now, of course, the game is based out of my country, out of Canada. The developer is French. And so the game's based out of the Quebec area. Now, we're not going to go, you know, crazy with our sales here. I want to take and I want to give one big pack to the guys at the barn. And so we'll make extra monies that way. And I think we can drop off, is it 9? I think we can drop off 9. Hold on here, let's just open this up. Oh, come on. You there? Woo. Hold on here. We can go farther back, pick it up. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Nice and tidy. It does get a little bit repetitive in that, but as we've been playing it the way that we have been with just doing it once a week, it hasn't been too bad. It doesn't feel like you're just doing the same thing over and over again. Now, you know, as a gamer, if I were to be playing it, you know, every evening and stuff like that, definitely I could see the boredom kicking in after you get everything unlocked and such. But with the developer doing the updates the way he's been doing, I'd say we're all right. We're doing all right. Yeah, Matthew McConaughey, you know, all right, you know, that type stuff. Wonder if we can get 3 across the top. That would be fantastic. If I can get 10 in the back of the truck. When are you playing with? In the word super orange cream. Not following you, Malachi. Not following you, my man. My apologies, but yeah, no, not sure what your meaning is. Oh man. All right, let's get up. Let's get up on the truck. Let's grab you. Can we just sit you down like that? There we go. There we go. All right. Like I said, if we can get 10 full crates here, or cartons, whatever you want to call these, large packs, then take them to the dealers, we should be good. As long as I don't crash on the way, should be all right. When are you fine, Mum Virtue? Man, I don't know what type of stuff that you're on, or, you know, the drugs that I'm on, you know, like the over-the-counter medications. But yeah, no, I'm just not understanding. Might be a language barrier here. Lean! You can't hear me? Uh-oh, that's not good. I know everything seems to be going fine on my, my end of things. I got my equalizers. They're all peaking out on both my mixer as well as on my OBS. So I know I'm live. Whoa. I wasn't expecting that to happen. Let's see if we can put that there. That should hold. That should hold. All right, Leo. You ready, pal? You ready? Let's get out of here. Oh, excellent. Excellent. Okay. Yeah, Lean might just be in a situation where he doesn't have the ability to have his microphone or his speakers on. All right. Who's going to take the bets? I'm betting that we won't make it all the way without losing something. Even though I did try to stack them in there pretty tight. But without the ability to see out of the rearview mirror, this is the best that we got. We're going to have to drive in third person, which I am not a fan of third person driving. Definitely bring on the first person driving. Bring on the steering wheel. Come on, Santa Dope. I need my Gene 27 to work again. Oh, it makes the game so much better. So much more enjoyable to have wheel support. This game was made to have wheel support. These new vehicles? Whew. No, definitely Leo's not a police dog, that's for sure. No, he's a Canada dog. Yep. He lets me know when everything's ready to go, ready to harvest, you know, that type of stuff. Yeah. Reminds me when to flush the crops, get the highest quality flavors and terpenes, you know, that type of stuff. You gotta love Leo. He's a pet of many talents. No vehicles coming, no vehicles coming. Well, so far, that load is actually really stable. I'm impressed. But we haven't made it to the dirt road yet. That's going to be the major story changer here. If we can get through that entire dirt road without bouncing these packs out, I would be very happy. Yeah, being Oprah-esque. Yep. You get a pack. You get a pack. Everybody gets a pack. Whoa. Pay attention to the road, Gigi. No chatting driving, okay, man? It's almost as bad as texting and driving. Ah, well, you know, I gotta live up to my my driving certificate from the Deuce driving school. We went last Friday in-game, and there was no bill for the electricity, so that means there will be a bill coming up this Friday in-game. Oh, come on, truck. Don't slow down too much. Don't lose the momentum up this hill. Don't make me throw you in 4x4. Gas guzzler. But in all reality, I mean, this truck should just rip through these hills. No issues. I mean, she's got the big old V8 in here. Jeremy, how you doing, my man? How you doing? Not looking forward to the forecasted rain that we're getting tonight, but I hope that you are doing well and you gotten yourself some McKay's ice cream already this season. I mean, come on. You gotta go out to McKay's at least once or twice a year, as a minimum. Man, when I was a kid, I used to bike ride from Calgary all the way down there to Cochrane in order to get myself some McKay's ice cream, me and my buddy Sebastian. Oh, we absolutely loved it. Parents used to freak out about us driving or riding our bikes down there because we had to take the Highway 1A or whatever it was there. Now they got some trails that almost connect up to the city. They're getting close. They're getting really close to connecting the trails all the way up to from Calgary to Cochrane. So I'm hoping that happens soon, so that way I can when Captain Caveman gets himself to the right age as well as the right responsibility levels with his riding bicycle skills, that I too can take him. What do you mean I can't? Oh man, I thought I was going to be able to just plain old simple just put those packs in the just drive over it. We can do it with the trailer. Box is full, but we can only put 4 of the big packs in there. Did we lose some? Or was that all I grabbed? I don't know. Alright. Leo, how you doing, pal? Stay there, pal. Whoop. Alright, gotta open the doors. Ah, dang it, why don't these things have like a grocery store sensor on them? Just saying. Let's see, who wants the big one? No, 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 you guys don't take the big ones? Okay. Alright, who wants one of these? Too much? Too much? Too much? Too much? You guys call yourselves dealers? Sheesh. I mean, come on, 130 bucks each time. Oh no, 260 bucks. So nice, $75 per pack. That's about the going rate. 80 bucks for an ounce, or no, 80 bucks for a quarter. I think, or no, hold on. No, I think it's like 80 bucks for an eighth. Yeah, it's expensive again. For the longest time, when all the big corporations started coming in doing their grow operations, it got pretty cheap, and then things changed. Oh, you are right. That would make the most sense. That probably when I drove over it, it took the lower, not the uppers. Good thinking. Good thinking. That would make sense. Because, yeah, I thought it was 8 as well. 8 or 9, but 2, 4, 6. Yeah, it's 8. Yeah. That makes some sense. Good thinking, William. How you doing, my man? Working for the electrics. Yeah, totally understand that one. Yep. Yeah, the electricity makes life so much nicer. No more splitting wood all day long, being a, you know, being a lumberjack. Nice, nice. Working the late shift tonight, huh? Yeah, I started a little bit late. Dang, visual migraine just completely blinded me. There was nothing. I couldn't even do a thumbnail. I had to wait until after I laid down for a little bit. But I planned on laying down for about, you know, an hour until the migraine went away. Ended up passing out and woke up 4 hours later. But it's a good thing. It was a good thing. Oh, it's 2 p.m. there. Oh. You over in that California time zone. Must be nice. All that much closer to the beach vacation. Man, I gotta drive like, what is it, 18 hours in order to get to a beach around here? Like an oceanside beach. I mean, we have some of those fake man-made beaches, which just aren't cool. Not cool. Whoa, why are we getting so much vibratory emotion going on here? Sunny San Diego. Nice. Has San Diego got just as many hills as San Francisco? Because I know like the 3 of the highest graded hills are in San Francisco, but I thought San Diego had quite a few of those ups and down hills. Don't do it. Don't do it. Whew. Just made it. Yeah, the AI in this game, the AI drivers, are just a little whack. Oh, hey, it's 12 noon. Right on. No, they don't have the giant hills? Ah, gotcha. It is midnight in Lithuania. Wow. Yeah, that's late. Yeah, no wonder why the later streams are better for you guys. You guys are all home. Oh, nope. Back up, back up, back. Back the bus up. No, 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 no. Don't run into things. GG. Where'd you get your license? Oh, yeah. Deuce's driving school. See, this is what I need a wheel for. This controller driving is so unintuitive. I gotta go back in first person. It just doesn't feel right. Ah, San Diego proper's flat, but all the surrounding rural areas. Gotcha. Gotcha. How are we doing for fuel? It's Wednesday, so no, we're good. And Leo isn't even whining yet. The dog's been inside this truck for over 4 hours in-game, and he hasn't had to pee. Don't be pissing on the seats, doggo. Just saying. Don't do it. Don't do it. No. When I say you're full of piss and vinegar, I don't mean to piss, because then I gotta use vinegar to clean my seats. Oh man, I do not watch YouTube shorts very often, but last night I fell into a rabbit hole. I came across this gentleman called Habitual Line Crosser, and he does these maps with a bit of a green screen overlay with 2 eyes and a mouth, and he plays the characters of the countries. Oh my god, it is so hilarious. Now, I was reading some of his comments, and some people have no sense of ha-ha. I mean, he's being funny, type thing, but there's some people who are just, taking everything way too seriously. He's making a ton of jokes about the Russian military and, different things like Canada. He makes fun of Canada, and I just find it absolutely hilarious. But some people in those comments, they just take life way too serious. I mean, come on. We're here to have fun. We're only here for a short time, not a long time on this planet. So we got to enjoy, a good laugh now and then. Nice, Panzer. Yep, Hera, when she was a young pup, she could last quite a while. She was fantastic for that. We could go away, go to work for like 8 hours, come back, and she'd be absolutely fine. No piddles, no puddles, no messes or anything along those lines, right? But yeah, then one of the first roommates that I had when I came back from Vancouver, when I moved into Calgary, he had a dog. The dog's name was Cuddles. It was his mom's dog, and when his mom passed away, he inherited the dog. But she had something called like anxiety bladder or something like that. Like anytime she got like excited, she'd pee. Anytime, you pet her or anything like that, she'd pee. So I didn't call her Cuddles, I called her Puddles, because that's what she was leaving behind all the time. Nice dog. I mean, just had the biggest heart and everything else. Just had some bladder issues. It's like crazy. So we always had to have piddle pads around at the front door, so she did, pee. At least it was on the pads. Start making fun of those guys too. Yeah, I can totally understand that. I mean, like, really? I mean, some of the things that they've said and just kind of make me laugh previously, but he was pointing them out as well. There was one little short thing that he had that he was like, oh yeah, you've destroyed all 15 of our, what do they call those, the Patriot missile system. I mean, they've only sent over 2, but, as far as Russia's concerned, they've, shot down 15 of them. And it's like, I don't think Russia really understands how a Patriot system works. It's not just one machine. It is many, many, many machines. Oh, still fat. Oh, man. Come on. Oh, gosh, guys. I stood on the scale last night. Okay, in the last 2 years, I've gone from 165 pounds to 200. I'm dead on 200 pounds. Like, oh, okay. GG has got to get his ass on a bike. I mean, this getting older thing, I mean, I'm eating the same amount of calories I did when I was younger, but, like, not, okay, like when in my 30s type of thing, but now apparently, I'm getting a spare tire on. No bueno, indeed. You know what I mean? Like, come on. All right, let's do it. Let's harvest. Need a harvest basket. Right. Let's see. Any in here? Yep. Any in here? Yep. Any in here? Nope. Okay, we'll take you. All right. Say hello to my little friends. Up we go. Now, can I? Yeah. Awesome. All right. Basket is full. All right. I'll grab another basket then. Oh, hey, where are you going? No, don't dump it out. Don't dump it out. No. Okay, so my biggest issues with my my muscle condition is that I cannot overwork myself. So if I were to go to a gym or something like that and I start pushing too much weights or just even exercising, say, on a treadmill for too long, I get adrenal surges and leg cramps. And with my age and with the amount of stress I put my body through in life, just trying to, work labor style jobs and everything for, quite a while. Yeah, my doctors are worried that I'm going to give myself another heart attack. So I'm not really supposed to go and do that stuff. Like, I'm supposed to do physiotherapy. That is supposed to be my type of exercise, unfortunately. So nothing really that, I can't really do anything in a gym. Which sucks because when I was doing the Olympic wrestling and everything else, I quite enjoyed feeling the burn, you know what I mean? But nope, not anymore. Can't do it. No, I gotta stay healthy for caveman. I gotta stay alive, so no risk of heart attacks, which is why, honestly, I want to get like an electric bike so I can go out there and I can do a bunch of pedaling on, with a heavier bike, right? So you do a little bit extra more work than as if you're on just a regular pedal bike. But if I get to the point where I start feeling like, okay, my heart's starting to pound through my chest, or I'm starting to feel that adrenaline rush, because I start talking really fast. I've now noticed some of the symptoms of me having adrenal rushes and stuff. And so if I have an electric bike that's got a throttle on it, I can stop pedaling and get myself home safely. So I can go out there, get my exercise, and, I can do a little bit, here and there, pedaling around and stuff like that. And then if I start feeling that, I'm doing too much, I can just rely on the throttle to go until I'm okay, type of thing. Yep. No, and that's the thing. When it comes down to like all the cholesterols, like my LDL, my HDL, they are both within perfectly fantastic normals. It's just my lack of activity. Excuse me. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to burp in everybody's ear here, but don't know why. But getting a little bit of a bit gassy in the belly, which is funny because I didn't eat breakfast today. Yeah, normally if I have like my my usual homemade egg McMuffin type thing, the English muffin with egg on it, yeah, usually that can give me a case of the burps, but not sure what's giving me the case of the burps right now. I don't want to be a rude host, burping in everybody's ear. Oop. Yeah, give me that basket back. Basket. What happened to me basket? Yeah, there we go. Whee! H back. Hey Naval, how you doing? Oh, hey man, double wrap it. Got to be protected. You know what I'm saying? You can't have kids that way either. Can't get on the hook for child support. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah, I know I don't have to do weights at the gym, but mentality-wise, yeah, I've lifted a bunch of weights in my lifetime when I was with the Olympic Wrestling Committee, or the Olympic Wrestling Team. So it would be hard for me not to fall back upon old routines. So what the doctors and specialists all recommend for me is they're like, we want you to do warm water therapy. So that's to go swimming for 15 to 20 minutes in a warm water pool with all the other senior citizens, the arthritics. They want me to do that. And then they want me to do 15 to 25 minutes of a steam room. Then go back into the pool. And, like it's I feel like I'm like 85 years old from the recommendations that they give me. It's like, but I don't wanna. You can't make me. But yeah, if I keep adding on these pounds like I'm doing here, yeah, you gotta admit, 2 years to only gain 35 pounds. of doing absolutely nothing because, well, just don't have the funds to go out and do anything, right? That's not bad. I'm okay. Oh, well, thank you so very much, Noval. Well, thank you from Canada. I hope that you have a very stable internet, so that way you're not getting interrupted, because here in Canada, our internet is trash. Our internet is so bad here, so I hope you have better internet than I. Yeah, exactly. Take that pill, man. Just to be extra safe. Yep. So I hear that they're coming up with some more options for male contraception, which I think is fantastic. Take a pill. Takes about 2 hours in order for it to start to take effect. Lasts for about 6 hours, and then the effects wear off, so your boys are back in business again. The only problem with that, though, is you kind of, if you're doing the bar hopping thing, you gotta take a pill before you go, and then you gotta hope to goodness it doesn't wear off before you meet your creature of the night. You know what I'm saying? And one more. Oh. Boy, it moves so slow when it's rendering in all the changes with all the plants. I dropped some frames, but I mean, it's nowhere near as bad as it once was. I mean, we had some really big issues with it previously, but Santadope did fantastic on getting that all sorted out. I give credit where credit is due, but there's still several things in this game that need to be well polished up. One of them being the mesh collisions with the truck. That's got to be all polished up before this game can go to full release. If he doesn't do it, I'm going to be so disappointed. Yeah, yes and no, my man. Yes and no. Yeah, they're not 100% foolproof, unfortunately. I wish they were. They are a lot better than they were in the 80s, that's for sure. But they still aren't 100% guaranteed. What's going on here? Why am I catching frames from these baskets? But yeah, no, I wish they were 100% foolproof, but unfortunately they're not. I mean, quite honestly, if, there was, if they were to come up with that pill / medication style thing that, is only temporary, instead of, because right now you can go out and males can go, we can go out and get shots, right? Like, and your boys don't work for like 3 months at a time. Then it takes them like another 2.5 months for them to start coming back, that type deal. So, I mean, if they were to fix that up so, it was, like I said, it'd be, fast acting and, fast going out, then hey, I'm all for that. I would have no issues taking that type of regiment. Just to be safe, you know what I'm saying? Alright. And... oh, oops. Nah. Yeah, it could be. Crystal, how you doing? How are you doing? How you doing? I hope you're doing well. Sorry for the late stream today. Just unfortunate that the visual migraine got the better of me. But all is well now. Like, I took a nap, so I'm happy. No more big headache. No more headache. Oh, you know what? Yeah, we'll go ahead and plant. This is the hardest part of this 100 or one. I have over 1,000 plants. I think it's like 1,143 plants, something like that. It's crazy. Caveman is doing really good, Lori. Thank you so much for asking. He is super stoked. On the weekend, we went out and measured him for a bike. And so he was quite surprised to find out how many different styles of bikes are out there. So measured him up for hardtails, measured him up for BMXs, and measured him up for mountain bike, full suspension. So this weekend when I have him again, he gets to decide, because I let him have a week to figure out, what is it that he wants, talk to his friends, and, just basically because this is going to be his first bike that he learns how to ride without training wheels. I want him not to be so timid or scared about it or anything, right? So I'm really making him a part of this process. So once he decides on what type of bike that he wants, then I'm going to start going around and taking a look. Oh, got to sneeze. Oh, damn it. It didn't happen. I still got the burning in the sinuses, but the sneeze just didn't happen. Oh. But yeah, I'm really making him a part of this process. So he gets to decide this weekend, let me know what it is, and I'm going to start looking around and see if I can, either A, save up enough money, get him like a Walmart bike or something like that, or keep my eye open on the used lists and see if we can get a deal from there as well. So 'tis my plan. I got $64 set aside for the moment, for the bike. So we're just going to slowly just keep adding to it, and hopefully by, say the latest mid-July, we'll have him on his own set of wheels. Get him riding this year, so I'll get him, once he's stable and everything else, and got himself going pretty good, then what I'll do is I'll jump on my brother's bike, and then we'll just ride around the neighborhood together, so he can build up the strength in his legs, learn the rules of the road, all that type stuff. And hopefully, if he takes really well to it next year, I'll start taking him out to some of the cycling paths that we have, because Calgary's got, like I say, 1,000 kilometers of cycling paths. So there's different places that I can take him every time I have him, so he can have, all the freedoms of what cycling brings. I know I really enjoyed it when I was younger, and if he really enjoys it, I have zero issues taking him out and about. However, once he gets to the point where he's got some leg power in him and he wants to go for long bike rides, I'm going to have to get myself an e-bike so I don't kill myself. On the literal side, I don't want to kill myself with a heart attack. So, oh, thank you so very much there, William. You're awesome and amazing. Yeah, to everybody that's been helping out so far with the bike funding, you guys are amazing. I was going to start doing the fundraiser there like 2 weeks ago. However, I figured, you know what, I'm just going to hold off a little bit, let him decide what it is, so that way we can set up a goal. I don't want to go over any type of so say, I can find him a bike for like $263. That just happens to be what the Walmart bike costs, minus tax and all that crap. But yeah, I don't want to get like all of a sudden, you guys go crazy on me and donate like $500 worth when it's like, no, I found him like a $260 bike. It's good, we're good. Yeah, different world. Over here, it's, you gotta ride, even when you're on the sidewalks, you gotta ride like, people are out to kill you or steal your bike, because that is the way that it is. It is crazy. Yeah, so, yeah, for me, there's a bike. If you go to anioki.com, ANIIOKI, they have what's called the AQ177. Now, it's a $2,500 Canadian before taxes and shipping, electric bike, but it has the ability to go up to 100 miles just on throttle only. It's got a pretty decent weight to it, so if you do ride it just as like a regular bike with a low minimal pedal assist, you can still get a really decent workout with it. Unlike some of these other bikes, like these Canyon downhill trail rider bikes and stuff like that, that, are light enough that you can ride them like a regular bike, but you're not really getting the full benefit of, a leg workout. You're burning empty calories at that point if you're not pressing hard. No, Crystal. So, okay, so that was for me. I've only done fundraising for me twice in 7 years of doing YouTube. The first one that I ever did for me was I got a tire slashed and my battery decided to blow up in the truck. Yes. Yeah, it's just stupid, dumb luck that, you know, it all happened on the same day that the battery blew up in my truck. And so that was the first time I ever did that for me. And then, yeah, that steak dinner, guys. I mean, you guys, oh, I still thank you so very much. I appreciate that. I hadn't had steak in years, and that was just, oh, so amazing. Yeah, steak, Caesar, garlic bread, Dr. Pepper Slurpee, and an ice cream drumstick thing. Oh God, man. I mean, if I was on death row, I think I found my final meal. You know what I'm saying? That was some good stuffs. Any fundraising that I do will always be, you know, for Caveman. You know, like I said, it's going to be extremely, extremely rare that I do it for anything else. All right, let's start auto watering. There we go. Oh, true enough. But, you know, I don't like doing that. You guys are so awesome and amazing being here. And the only thing I can do is try to provide you guys, you know, an hour and a half to up to 3 hours worth of streaming entertainment. So for me, I get the reward as well as getting to hang out with some awesome and amazing people that I feel awkward if I were to try to do fundraising for, you know, doing stuff that I enjoy, like hanging out with you folks. I mean, you know, I get, you know, I just barely make the $100 a month minimum on YouTube, and so that way I can get paid there. Keeps the government people off my back. But at the same time, you know, like I say, my reward is getting to hang out with you guys. You know, as long as I make that $100 a month minimum, which the channel members they just make it. It's perfect. You know, with the amount of channel members that we have on the tiers that everybody's chosen, I make around $85 a month through that. And then on top of that, I usually make around $15 to $20 a month in ad revenue. And so pretty much every month I get, you know, $105, $110. And that is, what do you mean? There we go. That works out perfect. You know, being helped out with the government on their income supports disability program. You know, that gives me just the bare minimums in order to live. You know, I don't need to live like a king, you know. Besides, you get to enjoy things like that. Like you say, that steak dinner, like to me, that was amazing. That was, like I said, I found my last meal. All right, let's go grab ourselves a poutine for dinner. Looking good. Now let's see. Yeah, we can get our save on. No, we can't. We need to sleep. We need to sleep. I was gonna say, I'll do our save, but no, we got too much energy used. Oh, that would be awesome, Crystal. So you're going to the concert that he's oh, what the heck that he's doing the soundboard on? Is that how that's going to work? Because that is awesome. I hope you have one hell of a good time. Just stay away from the stampede of people if you know, shots start getting fired. Stay away from walls. Head towards like the porta potty area because, you know, people won't be running towards those. Maybe the people that have IBS, but that's about it. Well, Panzer, here, our e-scooter laws are nuts. Basically, it's illegal to own your own e-scooter here in Calgary. You are allowed to basically ride on the paved pathways. That's it. You cannot go on the transit. You cannot go... Leo's not here, huh? Okay. You can't go on transit. You cannot... ride on sidewalks, not allowed to ride on the roads. You are not allowed, man, there's just so many rules for e-scooters here. It's stupid. It is absolutely stupid. Last year, we watched as the cops, 6 cars come flying down my street. And I'm like, whoa, what the hell's going on? I go outside, I take a look, and it just happens to be, I live on a cul-de-sac, and I'm at the one far end, but I was able to look straight down to the house that these guys were going into. They all come barging out of their vehicles, weapons fully drawn. They go up to the duplex that's down at the very end of the cul-de-sac, bang on the doors, screaming, like, police, we have a warrant to search, blah, da, 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 da. I mean, I'm at least 25 houses down, and I can hear these yahoos screaming at the top of their lungs, like, we're coming in, we have a warrant. They use that little pipe thing or whatever to bust the door down. They go in there. 5 minutes later, they come out with 3 e-scooters. Personal e-scooters. Now, I recognize those 3 e-scooters, and I watched these kids for like the last, at the time, for like the 6 months prior, using them to go to school every day. But the cops came in, did a shit ton of damage to that house, just to go in to confiscate 3 e-scooters. That is why I say the Calgary, well, that's not one of the reasons why. There's thousands of reasons why that the citizens of Calgary call our police service the largest gang in the city, because they act like that. They act like a gang. They are not here to serve and protect. They are here to lie and harass. And they are legally allowed to do it. The Calgary Police Service has no idea how to de-escalate anything. They cannot even de-escalate a fucking hangnail. Like, it is disgusting. And then they wonder why every time they leave a car unattended in, certain areas of the city where there aren't cameras, that their tires get slashed or their cars get all graffitied up and everything. Like, this is basically like LA in the 80s and 90s is how the Calgary Police Services run here. And it's disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. I've been harassed multiple times just because I have long hair. A cop will come up to me and he's like, I'm going to search you. I'm like, for what? Well, for drugs. Like, do you have a warrant? Am I, all right, do we have to play this game, officer? Am I being detained? Can I see your ID? Am I being detained? Can I see your ID, sir? Am I being detained? Oh, you're obstructing justice. No, I'm not. I am not being detained for anything because you have nothing on me. If you want to try to intimidate somebody, go find a 4-year-old, because that's how I was taught. You cannot intimidate me. You are a public servant. Enjoy this camera in your face, you ugly motherfucker. And I'm allowed to say that, and you can't do shit about it. They do not like it when you know your rights. They hate it. But, every kid that I ever went to high school with knows their rights, because we've gotten so accosted by these cops. It's disgusting. Absolutely. Oh, we do have a bill. Oh, good thing we did check. Okay. It wasn't there last Friday. Whew. Oh, yeah. Our rights state that yes, they do. But as far as they're concerned, no. They are giant bullies, and they will do whatever it is that they want to do. And, oh, well, our cameras weren't turned on. It's like, yeah, it's a good thing that I got a camera inside my truck that shows how you just violated my rights. Like, oh, it's disgusting. Absolutely. Sorry about the rant, guys. What do you think about the new king? Through the way that my genetics are and everything else, I am distantly related to the to royalty more through the Orkney Islands than I am with the British. But there's still, all royalty somehow, somewhere is kind of linked together, right? And so, quite honestly, the pompous and posh of everything that goes on with royalty, I could care less about. As for a person, I think he's a bit of a scumbag for, cheating on Diana with, was it Camille? I think it was Camille. So I've never placed any stock or trust into that man whatsoever. I am very glad that his mom basically set up the government to be the ruling factor and not their royal family, because I just cannot see anyone moving forward in that family who is worthy to rule anything. Yeah, they're all inbred, but at the same time, they like to poke around, if you know what I'm saying, and that's where my bloodline comes into effect. You know, there was a little bit of unfaithfulness involved in there. Yep. Yeah. No. You know, for the longest time, you know, the church records and everything else, private investigators, you know, when they were going through and all that, you know, private investigators' offices were getting burned and, you know, that type of stuff. Then when DNA came out, there was no refuting it, so they ended up having to suck it up. But yeah, no, it's stupid. Yeah, no, I mean, the DNA, like, Christ, is crazy to find out who the hell I'm all related to. Is like, I'm related to him, I'm related to him, and I'm related to him. Holy crap. Well, you know, the way I look at it is the apple doesn't far fall from the tree, Crystal. And, you know, don't believe everything you read on the news. You know, speak to the people that, you know, the boys, you know, went to school with, the ladies that they've dated in the past, and you'll get a good idea of, you know, the type of person they truly are. So, you know, there's a bunch of reasons why, you know, there's been, you know, bars have all of a sudden gotten themselves, you know, a $25,000 or £25,000 tip, you know, and, you know, videotape footage has been deleted and, you know, those type of things there. You know, nobody's perfect. Hell, I'm not perfect by any means either, right? But, you know, I just, I don't believe that dictatorship, which is basically the royalty way, is the way to go in life anymore. I am full on democracy. You know, the more the people get to have a say, the happier I am. But yeah, sorry about the rants, folks. But yeah, after having that visual migraine today, I'm kind of, I don't know, it's a little bit uppity, I guess. Hold on a second here. Hold on. Sorry about that, but with the burning of my sinuses earlier, apparently I had to blow my schnauzer, and I know you guys don't really want to hear that because I am like a baby elephant when I let that go. Just it's bad. It's so bad. Oh man. Oh, let's see here. Let's go take a look at how our maple syrup production is actually going. I haven't been taking a look at the large tanks to see, are we filling up the large tanks every day? Oh, excuse me. Oh, why? Where did I get this gas from? I mean, all I did was take some Advil before I went and laid down. I mean, Advil on an empty... Well, I guess it wasn't a totally empty stomach. I had some hot chocolate in my gut at the time. Don't understand. Hey, welcome, Renee. Welcome. Just for at least a few minutes? Ah, well, you know, how does they say? We're here for a good time, not a long time? Yeah. Yeah, I'm not going to sing though. Do it. Well, that's good that you got the call back, but it sucks that they've been ghosting you. You see, now what I do is I leave an email trail. So that way when my government rep goes to me like, well, why haven't you spoken to your neurologist in the last year and a half? It's like, here are my 4 emails that I leave every 2 months trying to get a hold of them to get a hold of me. Then they give me a date for an appointment, which is 7 months later. So I'm doing my best. Oh, well, good to hear that you're taking care of yourself. Okay, just wanted to make sure. And it's like, yeah, but you're accusing me first before you read anything. Guilty until proven innocent in this bloody world. You betcha, Panzer. You have yourself a wonderful night, man. Thank you so much for hanging out, as always. I greatly appreciate your attendance and your conversations. You have yourself a good night's sleep, my man. May your pillows bring the dreams that you wish for. Oh, totally understand, Renee. Yeah, exactly. I pledge my allegiance to the people, not to my government. That's the way I look at it. Yep. Now, if you come to Canada and you are a hard-working citizen doing your best, you know, it doesn't matter if you're just, you know, just beginning to learn the language or you can speak the language absolutely like a native. Don't care. If you are a hard worker, good soul who's out there to, you know, give a helping hand when asked, or even better, you know, you see a need and you help out, to me, you're a Canadian. And therefore, you know, if somebody tries to, you know, invade our country or anything, I will help protect you and yours. You know, as I hope that you are, you know, doing the same for me. That's the way I look at it. Oh, wow, Crystal. Yeah, that, which really doesn't make sense to me, because the more people they see, the more money they make. So why wouldn't they be calling you guys back? Why wouldn't they be booking extra appointments for you? You know, like, I don't quite understand the way that the American healthcare system works. They have all this consumer capitalism rules and regulations and everything that are in place for the doctors to make money hand over fist, but they don't take advantage of it. Don't understand. And I do not understand how hospitals work down there. You know, like, they can't tell you what the basic fee is because, well, it all depends on what the insurance feels like they want to pay for it. Like, what? No. Set price. Leave it as is. You know, move for inflation every 5 years. You know, that type stuff. You know, set a standard. SOP, standards of operations. But yeah, no, I don't understand. Do not understand. But, you know, mine is not the question why, mine's to live or die. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, no. As I was saying about the cops earlier with Panzer there, yeah, just, I have long hair, right? So, I mean, it's not as long as it used to be, but, I mean, it's still every bit of, like, call it 2.5 feet, you know, long. And, yeah, I can be walking down the street, you know, just doing my walk down to the mailbox, or going down to 7-Eleven for a Slurpee in the summer or whatever, you know, type of thing. And yeah, nope, cop will pull right up beside me in a car. If I keep on walking, they'll pull right up ahead, and they'll just, you know, pop up onto the curb of the sidewalk to get around me. And I'm like, all right, that's when I bring my phone out and start recording. No, what they really don't like is that, you know, every once in a while, you know, you'll catch a cop. He's doing the creep thing. You know, he's, you know, down the street from you, and, you know, he'll move out, move down a couple parking spaces, and then pull back in. And then you pull your phone out, and you just set it up so it's in your pocket with the camera facing forward. Then they pull you over, and they're like, oh, okay, you know, like, what's in your bag? You know, if you got a knapsack on or anything like that. It's like, none of your business. None of your business whatsoever. Oh, well, we've been receiving reports that there's been some break-ins here, so we're just checking every creepy person, or, you know, like, anybody of suspect. I'm like, well, that's an infringement on my rights, and you're profiling. So, actually, you know what? Let's just call your supervisor, and I want to hear it from him why you're out here on this street right now. Let's just do it. Let's just hear what he's got to say. And if he doesn't say right away that, well, you know, we have reports of break-ins, then I can tell you that you're definitely profiling. So, let's get on it. Well, let's see your ID. No, I don't have to give you my ID. What's your name? None your business. Oh, they have it out for everybody, Crystal. They do that on purpose here. They try to force you to incriminate yourself here. Like, it's just as bad everywhere from, I mean, some of the videos I've seen on YouTube. I mean, those are probably like worst case scenarios and stuff, but I mean, it's just the way it is here. I was taking my dog out for a bloody walk, and the guy's like, your dog doesn't have any tags on her. I'm like, boy, you're really not caught up with today's tech, are you? And what do you mean? I'm like, my dog's got the microchip. So all my tags are paid electronically. I don't have to show tags. she's already tagged and tattooed. Right? Well, we're going to have to confiscate your dog for not having tags. I'm like, she does. And then I'm going to charge you. I'm going to have my lawyer have a heyday with you because A, you are not equipped mentally to understand how the laws and regulations work. And then I'm going to not only have you go through retraining, but I'm going to have your boss go through retraining as well. So that way he reminds you idiots that this is how it works. Have a good day, officer. I didn't tell you could leave. Are you detaining me? Am I free to go? Am I free to go? Am I free to go? And I just sit there and say it over and over and over until they're like, fine, leave. Not here. Not in North America, Renee. They have to have just cause and they have to detain you before they're allowed to demand your ID. Even if they come breaking into your house with a search warrant. They have to show you the search warrant before they drag you out of the house. Otherwise, whatever it is that they came in to take you out for gets thrown out in court. You just got to know that and fight it. Oh, I hate CT scans. Those machines are loud. Or no, is it? No, it's the MRIs that are loud. CT scans are the ones that give you a heavy dose of radiation. That's right. But I hope everything comes back as, benign. Benign and okay. Welcome to Denmark. Gotcha. See, I haven't traveled overseas. And if I were to travel overseas, I would definitely educate myself on whatever country I was visiting and what their citizens' rights are. Because there isn't a place so far that I've ever had to look up that tells me that cops are not allowed to lie to you legally. And so therefore, you have to know your rights, because if they're allowed to lie to you legally, then you got to find a way to protect yourself, because they can lie through their teeth and come up with trumped up charges. And, if you say anything that might think that they can do for an incrimination, they can charge you for it. And there you go. You've just screwed your entire life for buying a house, credit scores, cars, anything like that you ever want to do in life, all because of the corrupt justice system that we have. Yeah, no, definitely know your rights, folks. Definitely know your rights. What was that noise? Was that the dog? Were you sighing, puppy? All here's this. Don't know what that came from. You know what? We can go get you some water. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah. That's scary as hell. I mean, it's hard enough with all the body stresses of having a little one, let alone having some, botched up, scar tissues and things along those lines. That's for sure. Yeah, and that's probably the big difference between, North America and over there, Renee. Cops stop you here all the time. All the time. Well, which is one of the major reasons why, I want to teach caveman the rules of the road, so you're allowed to ride on the sidewalks up until the age of 14. After the age of 14, well, you got to be 14 and where. So, here's the gray area. So, between the ages of 18 and under, you have to wear a helmet. But you're not allowed to ride on the sidewalk after you turn 14. After you're 14, you have to ride on the road. But once you turn 18, if you're just on a regular pedal bike, not an electric bike, but if you're on a regular pedal bike, you no longer have to wear a helmet, which is absolutely stupid. Always wear a helmet, folks. You only have one frickin' brain, and people don't look for bikes and everything. So yeah, I'm going to do my best to teach him the rules of the road for sure. Because yeah, like my brother, this is fantastic. So I moved back from Vancouver, and I was living with my buddy Bobby, the one that had the puppy Puddles. Well, we had a ton of friends, right? So at any given time, my house, well, Bob's in my place, we had at least 6 or 7 of us guys hanging out. Now, a couple of my friends, they were all from the wrestling program. They're big dudes. Anyway, so I'm sitting down there in the basement the one day, because that's what we rented out, was a basement of this place. And I get a phone call from my younger brother, from Broski. And he's like, I'm outside your house and I'm getting harassed by cops. They're saying my bike is stolen. Meanwhile, 3 weeks earlier, my dad and myself and my brother went down to the police auction and purchased that bike from the police auction. Okay, so we go outside. Now my brother at this time has got he's got medium longish hair, just a little bit past his shoulder blades type thing, but he's got his sides shaved, so he's kind of got like, you know, a long mohawk type of look. I can't really explain it, but anyway, so he's 17 years old at this point. And he's telling me that, you know, the cops are outside harassing me. So I was like, okay, no problem. I go, boys, cops are causing my brother problems. He's just out front of the house. All right. And I mean, I look like a biker dude. I mean, you know, normally I have a longer beard. Since the big C happened, you know, the pandemic, you know, my beard's short. I usually carry a biker beard that's every bit of 6 to 8 inches long. So I come walking outside, long hair, big old beard, wearing Metallica shirts, ripped up jeans, you know, that type stuff. And my buddy Bob comes out, and he's a beanpole. He's a native guy. Yep, Renee, I am streaming tomorrow some Landlord Super. Hopefully I'll be on time, given, you know, how my body is after all this rain and everything else. But I'm going to definitely stream at some point tomorrow for sure. So hit the notification bell so you're notified. So I go out there, and all of a sudden, you know, one of my buddies pops out, Bobby, and then another one pops out, and then another one pops out, 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 and they're all big guys except for Bob. Bob's a beanpole. And so I go walking up to the front, and I go to the guys. I'm like, guys, you stay over there in front of the house, right? And I come walking up to the cop. I'm like, so what's your issue? And he's like, this bike is stolen. I'm like, well, I sure as fuck hope so, right? And the look on the cop's face was like, what? I'm like, yep, we purchased this from the police auction about 3 weeks ago. If you'd like, I'd be more than happy to have my father leave from work because he's got the receipt at his house and bring it here and shove it down your throat. Are you threatening me? Yeah, I'm threatening you. I am definitely threatening you with, let's see now, retraining, how not to harass, what the hell was the term? How not to harass minors, how to learn how to de-escalate a situation. I want to see your ID. You ain't going to see my ID, bitch, because you got nothing on me whatsoever. As far as you're concerned, or as far as I'm concerned, I can already tell that you are gay. Right, like, but of course, you know, I said it a little bit nicer than that. You know, it's like that you are definitely swinging for the wrong team on this one. You know, I am pretty sure it's my evaluation of you that you are gay, and it just pissing them right off, just getting them so mad and everything else. I'm like, and if you want to go ahead and incite some violence here, I'm pretty sure that, you know, these cameras that are on our house right now will show how I am being protected. And I just looked over at all my buddies, and they all took 3 steps forward. And the cop's like, we'll be back. I'm like, no, you won't, because that'll be harassment. So you have yourself a good day now. Come on, bro, get in the house. Right? So Broski, you know, pushes his bike into the backyard, puts it in the shed, locks it all up, and the cops are sitting there. And I'm just waiting for them to exit the car. You know, I'm just standing in front of the house with all my buddies, and we waited until they went down the street, turned around, and then drove all the way out and around again. It's like, piss off. Bud, hey bud, how you doing? Did you have a good day at work today? Yeah, right now we are just going through the motions, my man. Like like the title says, we're just making some monies, getting the maple syrup going. You know, that's the one nice thing about being so far into the late game here, is we can relax and hang out with each other. You know, tell some of the instances that have happened to me in life. But yeah, no, when I went to high school, because we had school shootings there all the time, that like drive-bys. So that was the big thing when I was in high school, was drive-bys. That they actually put a police station in our school in order to try to curb the amount of violence that was going on. Yeah, same guy, my buddy Bob. We were first day of grade 11. We were going up the front of the stairs, and he just had knee surgery. And yeah, some guy drove by, you know, started shooting up at the front of the school. You know, he hobbles in as fast as he can and everything else. And we're sitting in class, and he's like, you know, like, Jesus, you know, so glad we didn't get hit. I'm like, yeah, fuck yeah. And then he looks down at his jeans, and right at his ankle, there's a perfect 2 holes where it went through, right through the side of his jeans. Jesus Christ. Nice. Getting to visit the missus for a couple of minutes. Get yourself a coffee. Get yourself caffeinated. Nothing wrong with that. Make sure you tell her I say hi, and I hope that she gets to enjoy her days off this week. Oh, wait a minute. No, it's Wednesday. It is Wednesday. She ain't working today. So when you get home, tell her I say hey. I hope she's starting to feel a little bit more comfortable and feeling the joys of getting ever so much closer to the end of the pregnancy. Can't wait for you to be another proud papa. Proud papa and her a happy mama. Now, yeah, sorry about sleep, guys. You ain't getting any more sleep. Eden, hi! Hope you're doing well. What the hell are you doing at work? Why are you at work? Or is she hanging out with you today? Did you get to bring your missus along to work today, bud? Nothing wrong with that. She'll keep you in line. Hey, you're doing 5 over the speed limit. Don't you dare get a speeding ticket. How dare you put that music on? Ugh, change it. Put it on to something good. In MP Chit Chat and Deuce's Discord, I happened to catch Bob. Looks like he got himself a haircut. I happened to catch that in the media sharing there last night. Yeah, I wasn't in any of Deuce's streams yesterday, so unfortunate. I had some things I had to do with the legalese stuff. Damn lawyers wanting more paperwork and everything else. We're getting down to the end of it here, folks. Getting closer and closer to getting this divorce finalized. Ah, can't wait until it's finally over and done with. But the main problem right now is that they're waiting for Aish. Like, the judge herself was like, yeah, once you get Aish, then we will set up another hearing for custody and that. And when she's telling me to find out, you know, the information for the nearest daycares, as well as, you know, does schools around my area take care of any of, you know, his medical needs and issues and stuff like that, you know. Yeah, my lawyer's telling me, he's like, yeah, the judge is telling you all this type of stuff. He's like, it's definitely looking like that, you know, you're going to get the custody. And I was like, woo, sweet. So fingers crossed, that's the way it goes. I'd love to have my caveman all day, every day. And then, you know, of course, you know, kids need their moms. I'm not a dick or anything, you know. So, I mean, you know, she can spend good quality time with them on weekends. She can have them every weekend, you know, so that way she can have that good quality time. I'm definitely all down for that. Yeah. Every weekend, as well as, you know, whenever she gets holidays from work and, you know, long weekends, you know, I would like the odd long weekend when I have something scheduled, like camping or something. But other than that, there is no way I would ever block her from seeing him like she has done with me in the past. Absolutely not. No way in hell. All right, let's just go over here while we're waiting. Let's go take a look at the Discord. And looking for MP Chit Chat. I like the, isn't it hard to write your name with a mouse? Oh, he's moving on to a different map? Oh, nice. What's the next one? Is he going to do Dairyland finally? I mean, he needs to get onto the Dairyland. Oh, Reaper, that looks good. Reap just dropped a picture of some food. He's at a restaurant with a plate of spaghetti, meatballs, looks like some sort of chicken noodle soup, and I'm not sure if that's grits or if that's a pudding. I can't tell from the picture, but looks very nice. Yeah. Dealing with exes are a pain in the butt. That is mashed taters? Okay. That better not be the insta-whipped. I hope that's the real whipped. Yep. I mean, you know, there is no reason why a restaurant in this day and age should ever feed false potatoes. Ugh. That is just disgusting, those Instamash. For the cost of a real potato, and for the amount that they charge at restaurants nowadays, they can feed you the real thing. That looks delicious, my man. That looks really good. Oddly enough, So I had Taco Tuesdays yesterday, so I'm gonna finish that up for tonight. Tacos tonight, and then tomorrow I'm actually making spaghetti. So I'll have that for Thursday, Friday, and then because I'll get K-Man. He's got basketball practice this weekend, so I won't see him until like 9 p.m. on Friday night. So then on Saturday and Sunday we're doing BLTs for lunch, and he's a bit of a creature of habit. He has to have Daddy's Egg McMuffins in the morning. So I have to always make I always have to have English muffins on me. What's going on here? What's going on? Come on. No? Fine. You can go right there. So, yeah, I always got to make English muffins. Is this not even full yet? It's not even full. Not even close to full. What's going on here? Our electricity bill's paid. We got no syrup in here. How am I supposed to make money? How am I supposed to get rich? Sheesh. All right. We'll come back later. But, yeah, so little guy is he's a creature of habit in the mornings. You know, he'll either eat oatmeal with fresh fruit, or he wants the English McMuffin breakfast, egg breakfast thing, you know, the bacon and egg type deal. Yeah, but you never know. They might come up with some new property that we got to purchase for like Endgame or something like that costs $1 million. So we just got to make sure that we got enough left over for retirement. You know what I'm saying? Ooh. Plants are looking pretty. Look at that. Look at that. Now, go figure. In a video game, you're okay. If we were to be playing this in real life, doing any of these type of grows or anything like that, or talking about how they grow, or even inhaling any of the products that these plants particularly happen to give us, then you get age-gated. Hardcore. I mean, I've already been told by my doctor that he will write up a letter of recommendation that I can take to a prescribing cannabis doctor, which I already have, but says that, you know, I should be growing my own because, I mean, the cost, $250 a month just for my CBDs, and then on top of that, if I were to be taking what I'm prescribed, which is 3 grams a day of the THC to use at nighttime, that there is another $1,300 a month. So, I mean, $1,500 a month to take medicine. Yeah, crazy. Absolutely crazy. But yeah, if I were to do any videos or anything on it and talk about, you know, the plants growing and all those type of things, then yeah, I'd get age-gated, which sucks. It's legal, for Christ's sakes. It's less harmful than alcohol, but don't matter. That's just not how they see it. Oh, today was bittersweet. Yeah, mentally punish myself. I'm a very strong-willed person. Like, you know, if I really wanted to, I could, you know, I could easily go like 2 or 3 days without eating. You know, like just fasting and stuff like that. Yeah, not an issue to do anything like that. You know, like quitting smoking. That was probably one of the hardest things I've ever had to do in my lifetime. And I won't lie, I haven't fully 100% quit. Whenever my brother comes home for the 6 days a month, I'll bum about 2 or 3 off of them a day. But otherwise, when he's gone and all that type stuff, nope, don't smoke anymore. Ever since I actually had the COVID, I don't even vape anymore. I don't have the lung capacity to vape anymore. No, it really wrecked my lungs. Oh, bittersweet because you decided today was going to be the last day? Gotcha. But yeah, I know, if Deuce is moving over to Dairyland, that would be awesome. J-Rock put so much hard work into that. I've been watching, I try to catch his streams whenever possible. And he's really been working hard on on making that Dairyland 4 times map. So, all the love and that he can get, the more I approve. Let's see, have we lost anything? Do we got anything in the lost and found? No. Nothing in the lost and found. What time do we start making syrup at? Is it like 9 o'clock? Yeah, it must be 9 o'clock at night because, yeah. Right now, the weed's empty. I'd like to see, like, when you highlight over it, tells you how much percentage is in there. That'd be kind of nice. Oh, you're supposed to start this Friday, but it's going to be next Friday? Yeah, Deuce has got that, got the shows going on this weekend, right? So, is he even going to be around Thursday? Yeah, I'm not sure if he's even going to be around this Thursday. I can see him definitely not being around on Friday, but every once in a while, if he's got these larger shows that he has, or not has to do, that the shows that he does, he usually ends up taking the Thursday off when it's the real big ones. Well, that sucks. That means I missed him today. Because, yeah, I mean, he's probably well and done over on Twitch side, so that sucks. Oh, well, I'll have to catch up with him later. So that means there's no Bone and Deuce stream either this weekend. Dang it. Yeah. You know, that's one thing with having Caveman 3 weekends out of the month. I just do not have the ability to stream with the boys anymore because, well... Oh, geez, come on. What is with this gas? But, yeah, Captain Caveman's my entire world when he's here. There is nothing... You know, the house would have to be on fire in order for something to take priority from hanging out with Captain Caveman. Love my boy. Absolutely love my boy. And he loves hanging out with me. He absolutely loves it. Like, we'll do the, his Mario Kart, racetrack. You know, those little race cars you use those controllers and zing, 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 and it rides around on the track. We do that. We play board games. We play video games. You know, if he has any questions about certain things, you know, I answer them, you know, get him hyped up for things. You know, it's like, hey, you know, if you go out and do this bike riding, you know, type stuff, you know, this is what you can do, and show him how, you know, the BMX people do tricks and stuff like that out in those BMX parks and stuff. And then I'll show him the, you know, the really wild guys that do the Red Bull BMX stuff. And then I'll show them, okay, well, now this is what, you know, a hardtail bike is for, and show how people just cruise around on paved trails. I'm like, no, this is what a full suspension bike does, and how they do downhill and stuff like that. So, you know, teaching them math. Yeah, oh, okay, so that was, they made up for it by doing it this Monday, finishing up No Way Out. Gotcha. Yeah, unfortunately, I had to miss that because I was busy working out in the garage, giving my brother a hand working on some things. I finished up the fixed up the whippersnipper, did all the weed and feed and that, and then gave my brother a hand, basically just cleaning up some of the mess in the garage that just accumulates over time, and that, you know, pop bottles and stuff like that. So there was no stream for me on Monday. It was more of a cleanup day. And, you know, shooting the shit with my brother was kind of nice. You know, we don't really hang out too often. You know, if we do, it's usually we're playing like a multiplayer game or something, but that's about it. Oh, that would be awesome. Thank you, Crystal. Appreciate that. I love you guys. You guys are all amazing. You know, big hearts, big brains. Love them. Let's see, 9:45 now. Let's go take a look and see, are we getting ahead of our syrup production, or are we behind? Do we have to plant more trees? Because we have 420 trees right now. These are the questions I ask myself mentally that I'm putting forward through verbally. Nah. Yeah, the weed whacker, the whippersnipper. She's all fixed up. She runs really good now. So... yeah, I gave it a quick little test run there on the garden section. So I planted some grass seed and stuff like that in the garden in order for the garden to go to fallow this year. We did a quick little soil test and everything else and checked it. So this year I was planning on doing a garden again, but when we checked the soil and all that, it needs another year to go to fallow. So as much as I love growing and everything else, you know, for the amount of plants that I put in that garden, and for the amount of worm castings that I use, because that's pretty much all I ever use for fertilizer, is just worm castings, right? It needs another year. At come fall this year, I'll probably go out and get some goat manure and compost type thing and mix it in there. But it is part and parcel of my mental therapy, you know, doing the gardens. I love watching plants grow. Absolutely love it. I mean, I can do indoor, I can do outdoor. There's really not too many things out there that I can't grow. One thing I have never tried growing, though, which I'd like to, is mushrooms. Tried to do some reishi mushrooms and stuff like that. But from what I understand, our climate is really, really hard to do that here in Canada. So it's not something that can be easily done. So that would definitely be a learning curve for me. It's funny, you know, the moment I say that to anybody, like, oh yeah, you know, one of these days I want to try growing mushrooms, they all instantly think, oh, psilocybin. Like, no, 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 no. I live in Canada. I can get that stuff anywhere if I want it. I don't need it. You know, I don't have, you know, the depressions or anything along those lines that this stuff, that they're prescribed for. All right, we'll make some more. What do you mean there's not enough fries in the basket? Now there's a full basket. How dare you tell me there wasn't enough fries in there? Jeez, how many curds we got? Oh, 2,500 cheese curds. We're good. We're good. Yeah, so my garden is... It's kind of like... Okay, so if you were to take a triangle and take the longest portion of the triangle, like an obtuse triangle, and you take the longest portion of it and put a little tiny curve into it, that's my garden. So it runs along the sidewalk in our backyard. And so I got 2 parts to it, so it right about 1/3 of the way on the right hand side of that triangle there's a doorway that goes into the garage. So that one particular spot, that's the smaller part of the garden, that's the shade garden. And then I got the quote-unquote larger garden that's about 13 feet by 18 feet by about 24.5 feet on the longest end of it. And so that's where I grow. I mean, I've done corn, potatoes, carrots, green peppers, tomatoes, Swiss chard, beets, turnips, which are a real bugger in that garden, by the way. Oh no, sorry, parsnips. Those were the real buggers. Jeez, those things grew so freaking deep. Had to dig down the china to get them up. Lettuces. Just trying to go through all that. That was just what I did the last round. But yeah, I mean, there's very few things that I haven't grown in there. I won't grow mint in the garden. I'll do it in a container. Mint's like a weed. It just grows everywhere. It just takes over everything. Yeah, I know I'm running back and forth, but I forgot to really check on those tanks to see if we're getting ahead. Oh. What the heck is with the gas today? I don't get it. It's so full of the burps. Oh, nice. The map's coming up on Sunday. Sweet. Right on. Ah, there we go. So yeah, we are getting ahead of what the machine can make and pour out. Like, our trees are doing really good for that. And it's definitely... I wish we could upgrade this. Honestly, I wish we could upgrade this particular pump so that way this would stay fuller. So we've increased the size of this reservoir. We've got the electric boiler going on. But it just seems that, you know, it's just not able to keep up with the production that we want. I mean, yeah, we're only at like, what is it? I'd say 55, 56% of this tank. So we can't even go out and sell it today, which kind of sucks. What I should really do is I should go out and sell what we have. That way it's completely empty and we can have it full for Monday. Let's go do that. Let's go do that together, shall we? Leo, you ready to go for a truck ride, pup? Huh? Wanna go for a ride? Wanna go for a ride? Come on, pal. Leo. And hopefully we didn't lose a bunch of stuff. Hey, stop. Roddy, how you doing, my man? Welcome back. Welcome. Hope you're enjoying your evening so far. We are just hanging out, enjoying some Mon Bazou, having ourselves a good time. Not a long time. And we're just going through the motions, just making some monies, having some fun. Just enjoying the end game qualities of this one. It is nice to be able to kick back and relax with you guys and hang out and have more of a talk session, because, you know, some of the games that we play are, you know, trying to keep forward progress in the game and, you know, keep up with chat, you know, It's a little bit of an exercise in mental fortitude, but I make it. I make it work. At least I try to, anyway. You're doing well? Sweet. Good to hear. Good to hear. Summer's coming up and about to go into full swing with all the high temperatures, so I hope you got yourself an air conditioning unit that you can cuddle up to here soon, because, well, we're going to need it. Each year seems to get hotter and hotter, earlier and earlier. Nice, Roddy. Oddly enough, I will be playing that tomorrow. So every Wednesday, folks, on the channel, we play Mon Bazou. And moving forward, starting last week, we are going to be playing Landlord Super. Funny enough, I even have a thumbnail ready for tomorrow for Landlord Super. So I remembered what it was that we had to do for the quest lines from the first time that we played it when it first came out to early access. So I was like, I know what the next job's going to be, so I went and made a thumbnail for that. And I'll give you a hint. Divine Drudgery. That's what it says on the thumbnail. Divine Drudgery. So if you've played Landlord Super or if you watched others playing it, then you'll more than likely know exactly what I'm talking about. Alright, B, not C. Come on, get ourselves turned. Cha-ching! Tired of this truck and everyone in it. Yeah, that's the one downside of, you know, doing a non-partnered truck. You know, it's nice in a way that you don't have to put up with somebody else's shit, but at the same time, you know, it gets, you know, pretty boring after a while. Yeah, you know, once you start hitting around, you know, 10.5 hours, you're just kind of doing the, you know, like the, you know. Now, I remember when I was trucking, yeah, usually after about 10 hours, I was doing the, you know, finish a cigarette, light a cigarette, finish a cigarette, light a cigarette, just to get me through to when I was making it to my destination. Oh. Man, that's one thing that was horrible for me, was trucking for smoking. Man, I way over smoked back in those days. I mean, I've never really too much of it. Well, okay, I can't say that. When I was doing the maintain, make it still stud and track, I mean, I was going through a pack per shift, right? So 10-hour shift, 4 days a week, 4 days on, 4 days off, and I was going through a pack a day, just on the floor working. That was back when we were allowed to smoke inside a business. But yeah, then I knocked myself down to, like, you know, 5 or 6 per day for many years after that. Then when I started trucking, yeah, it just got right back up there again. Just crazy how much I was smoking. It was like, I don't need to be smoking this much. Alright, we're good. Alright, Leo, out you go, pal. Nice! Awesome, bud. I can't wait for you to be able to play in the higher resolutions and enjoying your games more, my man. Destroyer Plays channel. Nice. Good for mixing concrete. Hey! That is very true. The heat does that. Now, I remember... all of a sudden I just got a flashback of Landlord Super. Wasn't there something like... There was ultimate concrete, and there was medium concrete, and there was, like, okay concrete? Oh, prime concrete. That's what it was. You had to make prime concrete. Oh, man, I don't remember what the mix ratios are. I don't remember at all. That happens to elude me at the moment. 29.4 degrees Celsius. Oh my god, without air conditioning, I'd turn into a giant puddle. Uh-oh. I just got a text message from the ex. Oh my god, she has a calendar. Is this weekend a weekend with you and Caveman? Yeah, it is. Yeah, check the calendar. Jesus. Yep. There you go. No broski for pickup though. Okay. I could see not this year Christmas, but 2025 Christmas. I can see it coming out in 2025. Oh geez. Yeah. Even though I dropped Patreon a while ago, I still get their newsletters, and it's like, oh, the top 5 creators talk about mental health or something like that. It's about mental health, preventing burnout. Well, that makes a lot of sense. I definitely understand that. Yeah. Burnout is a real thing. I've had some people go, yeah, but you just play video games. It's like, yeah, but at the same time, we always have to keep up with all the newest rules and regulations, putting up with, developers who seem to think that, unless you have 50,000 or more subscribers, you're a nobody, you're a nothing, things along those lines that, there's more to it than most people think. $100? Okay, did it fall off the back of a van when you picked it up there, bud? Just saying. What does it cost to rent a limo for a day? I have no idea. I have no idea. I got a license that says I could drive a limo, but I have no idea. I mean, I can't. It can't be that much. I mean, well, hold on. Wait a minute. Car rentals today, period, are just ridiculous now at the lunch how much they want to charge you per day rate and then per kilometer and blah, da, 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 da. So, actually, I don't know. I do not know. That's a good question. He sounds like me. Oh, is he Canadian? Destroyer Players. Is he a Canadian? Or Destroyer Plays? Destroyer Plays. Is he Canadian by chance? Leo, oh, you're such a good boy. You know what, Leo? I haven't given you a TR in forever. Here you go, pal. There you go. We'll go ahead and set this beside the bed. I mean, all of us Canadians sound alike, eh? Just don't mess with our hockey pucks, maple syrup, and Tim Hortons. Oh, come on. What's going on here? Why can't you stand up on your own? Do you need a support group? This bag just will not stand up on its own. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh. Fine. Put a bit of a backwards tilt on it. There we go. Australian. Ah, then, oi, put another shrimp on the barbie, eh? I know they don't say that, but still. I'm actually kind of quoting this habitual line crosser guy that I got watching last night on the shorts. He, like I said, he does some really good short skits. They're fantastic. Ronnie coming in with $1 dono, with a £1 dono. Ladies and gentlemen, put your favoriteest emojis together in appreciation. Okay, so hey, she's giving me lots of time to know. Okay, so on apparently one of her cousins, who is actually we're really close with, well, not me anymore, but when we were married, we were really close with this particular cousin. He's actually getting married September 2nd, so he wants to take Caveman for the wedding. That's fine. Yes, it's a long weekend, but that's fine. Thanks for the advanced notice. Appreciate it. Thank you so very much, Roddy. Thank you. They do if they are barbecuing shrimp, yeah. Yeah, my summer car has been in early access for a very long time. And for good reason. He has made many, many, many multiple changes, and, from what I can read, from what I was looking at and that, everybody seems to, other than how hard the game is, everybody seems to like the changes that he's made. So, if it takes him this long to do it, then it's taking him this long to do it. All right, hold on here. There we go. Finally, I was able to get my emojis weren't popping up on my chat. My computer was going, no, 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 no. You're supposed to be playing the game. You're not supposed to be chatting. I don't want to switch over screens. There we go. Thank you so very much. Greatly appreciate the support, Roddy. You the man of the day. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, something, okay, that I used to do is I used to have recent subscriber, top donator, last donation, last subscriber. I used to have that stuff all across the top of the screen and everything back in the day when we were doing the, like the Twitch and Beam and everything. But when I came over to YouTube and I had that stuff, I had a couple of people ask me like, hey, and then that it was taking up too much game space and stuff like that. So I deleted it, and I haven't had anybody ever ask me to return it. So if anybody was wondering, that's why you don't see that stuff on my stream. Nice. Made a 3-story house in Landlord. Super sweet. Yeah, we're going to take our time with it. I mean, I know that's probably not the best way to, run the YouTube algorithm, try to put out as many many videos of the newest hotness out there that you can. But like Mon Bazou, I want to take my time and I want to enjoy it. And I want to do it with you folks. I don't want to be racing ahead or doing anything that, unless there's a total grind where it's like, okay, I'm going to have to go work at the bar for like the next 10 days, something like that, then I do that off camera. But with you guys, I want to showcase the game so you guys know exactly what you're getting in for. I mean, because that's basically what I do, is I come here, I hang out with some great people, show them all the different types of games that are passed on to me through publishers or through some of the people in chat and that. And so others can understand exactly what it's like for them if they were to purchase the game as well. I'm more of a showcaser. I don't like being a bug tester anymore. I did too many years of that. And just got another message here. Hold on. Whoa, William coming in with a big dono towards Captain Caveman's Fund. Thank you so very much. Ladies and gentlemen, I am demanding that we show William some love this time. This is a large donation, folks, so thank you very, very much, folks. Place down your favorite emoji string in salute to William's very large donation. Thank you so very much, my man. That add that with the other $64 that are in the pot. We are now, if I were to buy him a Walmart bike, we are about $120 away from that. So you guys, wow, thank you so very much, man. Tons of love from me and the caveman. And even though Hera's no longer with us in spirit, she would be giving you 2 barks up. So thank you so very much, William. You are huge supporter. Thank you so very much for the dono. Wow. Thank you. Very humbling, my man. Thank you so much. Greatly appreciate that. You can go to jail in Landlord Super? Oh, wait a minute. They didn't have that when I was playing last. But wow, thank you so very much. When you said that you'd put it through, I was waiting for like a super chat to come in, but because sometimes those things, it's depending on the region that you're sending it from, sometimes they take a while to come through. But no, that's PayPal. So thank you, my man. Thank you so very much. Definitely, Captain Caveman is going to be quite happy to see a bike. Like I said, I can't see, so putting away another $50 when I get paid tomorrow. That goes off to the side. And then, by the time I add another $50 for the 1st of July payment, I should definitely have enough between the 64, your donation, and the 100 that I can throw in. Well, it'll be 120 because I throw $60 in there every month. So every month I pull $60 off to the side, and that's what I use for Caveman and I, so we can go out and do things like I'll buy him like whatever type of junk food that he likes and whatever fruit that he wants. So I get him like he loves the white cheddar popcorn. He loves that stuff. So I'll get him a bag of white cheddar popcorn for one weekend, and then the next weekend we'll have something like watermelon or strawberries or honeydew or cantaloupe, whatever fruit of his choice is for that week. So we do one junk food weekend, one fresh fruit weekend, and then on top of that, on Saturdays, we always go for a walk to 7-Eleven, and I get him a Slurpee. As of the beginning of April to the middle of October. And then after his birthday in October, there's no more Slurpees because it's just too damn cold. But we go out for a walk and we talk about nature stuff and things like that. And he asks me about, like, hey Dad, what type of car is that? That one kind of looks cool. And I love him. He loves the old 60s style Mustangs. He just loves those ones. And we happened to see one that was a convertible. Not the last visit, but the visit before that. And he's like, Dad, that car right there, I could see me driving that when I get my license. And I was like, yeah, unfortunately though, we could never afford that car, but you could probably get a kit car and put it together with an electric skateboard type thing, and have a car that looks just like that, to have a project car. And he's like, Dad, that'd be really awesome. But then again, I also forgot, kit cars are illegal in Canada now. Absolutely forgot all about that. Seriously? You can do all that stuff, Roddy? I did not know that. Oh, we're going to have some fun. We are definitely going to have some fun. We might have to do, having a bad day stream or something like that in Landlord Super. Alright, I'm going to do it. I'm going to turn the light on here. Oh. That is bright. Wow. Alright. Well, since really not that much is going on in game here, we're just, just going through the motions, making some money, planting some of our plants, that type of stuff. I think that we'll end things here. Let's just go take a quick look at our crops and see if they've come up to full size yet. Oh, 86%. They're almost there. So, oh, that was awesome. Thanks for hanging out with me today, guys. Thank you so very much to William and Roddy for their most generous donations. Thank you so very, very much, guys. You guys are awesome and amazing. Thank you so much for supporting the channel, folks. And as you can see, no green screen just because I don't want the spotlight because I had the visual migraine earlier today. But you guys are awesome. Thank you. Greatly appreciate it. I hope... you can sleep in Landlord Super for 10 days. Oh my God, I wish I could do that in real life. Just hibernate straight through winter. I'd be great. But mind you, living in Canada, I'd sleep for 8 months a year. Yeah, other than I wouldn't have time to spend with Caveman, it would be a great idea. But as always, thank you so much for being here, guys. Tomorrow, Landlord Super. I'm going to try to be on time. Once again, it's going to be completely on how the weather affects my body because we're supposed to be getting some major rains tonight, which is supposed to last for quite a while. But I didn't know if it's possible. You can use the fertilizer on the trees and go from, I think it's 14 days to 10 days for it to come up to full growth. So it does help out there hugely. As always, tomorrow should be around 1:15 my time, which is 12:15 Pacific, 3:15 Eastern in the North American time zone content. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for being here. Really do appreciate every single last one of you guys. Make my streams so much fun, and I love doing them. So to the heroes of the channel tonight, E-Buzz, Shane, Indigo, William, Karsten, Spider at Devon, NE64, Jacqueline, William Schmiedel, Eden, Renee, Little Mac, Bud, AO Mike, Richard, Blaine, Martin, and Ian. Thank you so much for being heroes to the channel. I wouldn't be able to do what I do, especially with the government being on my arse all the time. You guys are fantastic. Thank you for the support. I love you guys for being here. I hope everyone has themselves a wonderful morning, evening, afternoon, good night, and I'll see you in the next episode. Laters! Have a good one, folks. God, my hair is receding so fast. Ugh.